Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold in the beautiful spoilers. Bill cries to former flame over Liam. But is it Katie or Brooke? The bold in the beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, may cry to a former flame over Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. But will it be Katie Logan, Heather Tom, or Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang? B&B fans know Bill and Liam had a pretty intense fight at the Spencer mansion before Liam collapsed. Liam complained about Bill's dollar bill coat of armor and his inability to express his love. Of course, Liam's latest medical emergency is sure to turn Bill's world upside down. This may scare Bill enough to realize he needs to make some major changes to his life. Bill will surely feel terrible for walking away and leaving Liam alone when a health crisis was imminent. Although Bill had no way of knowing Liam was going to keel over, he's still going to struggle with some guilt. There should be some terrifying moments for Bill once he eventually gets updates on Liam's medical drama. It's easy to imagine Bill begging forgiveness at Liam's hospital bedside sooner or later. While Bill is waiting for news on Liam's condition, he may turn to someone familiar for comfort. Bill could easily get support from an ex-wife during all this, so we have to consider whether it might be Katie or Brooke who offers a shoulder to cry on. Now that Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, has chosen Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, Brooke is single and could use another romantic path. Bill and Brooke are always going to have a strong connection, so maybe she'll console him in his time of need. It could potentially lead to Brooke and Bill rekindling things at some point. On the other hand, Bill is always going to have a special bond with Katie as well. Will Spencer Crumaro will inevitably worry about Liam's ordeal, so Katie should be involved in this storyline, as Will's mom and Bill's ex. This might be a good time for Katie to come together with Bill and witness a transformation in him. Bill might genuinely evolve into the person Katie needs him to be, especially if he can convince her she's truly the only woman for him. Liam's medical team will make some predictions about his condition and fate soon, so stay tuned for more information on what he's dealing with. The bold in the beautiful spoilers say Bill will hope to make things right with Liam once he's recovered enough, but he may lean on Brooke or Katie in the meantime. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, emotions are always running high, and this week's episodes are no exception. The notorious Spencer patriarch, Bill Spencer, will find himself in an unexpected moment of vulnerability. For all his bravado, his complex relationship with his son, Liam, has driven him to a breaking point. As tensions rise and Bill's emotions spill over, the question on everyone's lips is who will be there for him in his time of need, Katie or Brooke. Let's dive into the juicy details that fans are buzzing about and explore what this emotional confrontation could mean for Bill's future, his relationships with the women in his life, and the Spencer family dynamic. Bill's heartache over Liam, a father at a crossroads. Bill Spencer is no stranger to making bold decisions, but lately he's been navigating some of the toughest waters of his life. His strained relationship with his son, Liam, has reached new heights. After years of being the powerful, indomitable mogul of Spencer Publications, Bill's emotional walls are finally beginning to crack. But why now? Liam's recent decisions, particularly his ongoing involvement in the drama surrounding his wife, Hope, and the family business, have left Bill torn. While he desperately wants to connect with his son, the two are worlds apart, often clashing over personal and professional matters. Bill's been the driving force behind Liam's life for so long, molding him into the man he is. But now it feels like his son has taken his own path, leaving Bill feeling isolated and unsure of his role in Liam's life. Bill's usually proud demeanor is faltering, and this week, he reaches out to someone from his past to confide in, someone who has seen him at his best and worst. But the question is, who will Bill turn to for comfort? Katie Logan, the woman who knows Bill's heart. For Bill, the obvious choice to turn to might be his ex-wife, Katie Logan. Theirs was a fiery relationship, marked by passion, betrayal, and intense love. Despite the stormy history they share, there remains a deep bond between them, one that transcends their tumultuous past. Katie knows Bill better than anyone, including his vulnerability, the side of him he tries so hard to hide. She understands the pain behind his sharp words and can often see through the tough exterior to the man who just wants to be loved and accepted.
Katie has
Especially
been a
steady force in Bill's life over the years, offering a sense of calm and understanding when needed most. Their relationship may have crumbled due to Bill's mistakes and his inability to balance business with family, but that doesn't erase the years they spent together or the love that still lingers between them. Could Katie be the one to offer Bill the solace he's seeking in this moment of emotional turmoil? It's important to note that Katie has grown in her own right. She's no longer the woman who would tolerate Bill's behavior just to keep him close. She's stronger now, more self-assured, and aware of her own worth. If she does decide to comfort Bill, it will be on her terms. While she may not want to pick up the pieces of their broken marriage, there's a real chance that her compassion could draw her to him once again, especially if she feels that Liam's well-being is at stake. Brooke Logan, the heartbeat of Bill's past. On the other hand, Bill might turn to his other former flame, Brooke Logan. The two have a complicated history, filled with undeniable chemistry and passion that has spanned decades. Bill's connection to Brooke is far from ordinary. She represents the ideal that he has always chased, something pure, something that made him feel like a better man when they were together. While their relationship has been on again, off again for years, there's no denying the magnetic pull that exists between them. Brooke's place in Bill's heart is unique. Despite their many breakups, miscommunications, and the entanglement of love triangles, Brooke has always been the woman who could make him believe in a future full of happiness and redemption. However, much like with Katie, Brooke's relationship with Bill is far from simple. Their history is full of heartbreak and mistrust, and she has recently made strides to move on from their past in order to protect her family, particularly her marriage to Ridge Forrester. But Bill's emotional distress over Liam might be the thing that draws Brooke back into his orbit. As much as she wants to protect herself from more pain, she also has a soft spot for Bill when he's at his most vulnerable. Could she be the one to listen as Bill pours out his heart about his son's struggles? Will Brooke let down her guard and offer the emotional support he needs, or will she hold back, unwilling to risk her own peace of mind? Bill's emotional vulnerability. A shift in the Spencer dynasty. Bill Spencer has always prided himself on being a tough, no-nonsense businessman. His ruthless approach to business and his intimidating presence have earned him the respect and fear of many in Los Angeles. Yet beneath that hardened exterior, Bill has always craved the love and approval of those closest to him. His relationships with both Katie and Brooke have been some of the most significant of his life, and in this vulnerable moment, he may realize just how much he needs them, not as romantic partners, but as sources of emotional support. Bill's emotional journey could be a turning point for the Spencer family, as his struggles with Liam have the potential to affect not only his relationship with his son, but also the power dynamics at Spencer Publications. With Bill reeling from the realization that his son is growing up and making his own choices, it could mark the beginning of a new chapter in his life. One that involves growth, humility, and maybe even reconciliation with the women he once loved. What's next for Bill, Katie, and Brooke? The emotional scenes coming up will leave fans on the edge of their seats as Bill grapples with his feelings for his son and his fractured relationships with Katie and Brooke. The drama is set to unfold in the coming days, and it's clear that Bill's vulnerability will be a key factor in determining where he goes from here. Will Katie offer him the comfort he seeks, Or will Brooke step in as the one who holds the key to Bill's heart? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: when Bill Spencer cries out for help, it will change everything. Whether it's Katie or Brooke who answers the call, the impact will ripple through the Spencer family and beyond. Get ready for a roller coaster of emotions as the bold and the beautiful delivers yet another unforgettable chapter in the lives of these iconic characters.